Good evening, baseball fans. Grab your hot dogs and grab your peanuts and get your seats, and it's time for the Dirt Turf Podcast. We have, like always, we have me, Cobra, Cat, and Ben. Hello, guys. How we doing tonight?
Hey, pretty good. How are you guys?
Not too bad.
Can definitely tell you're nervous, Tyler. I mean, it's your first time ever in the captain's seat, so how's it feel? I mean, we tried to be a little. We tried to be a little gentle.
I'm trying to be a little gentle because you know me as the crazy talker who is full of energy. I tried to tone it down a little bit. Might have toned it down a little too much, but it's okay.
Just relax and watch as I go deep within you and relax.
I have my pen. Anyway.
Oh boy, Cobra.
Let's start with the crazy news from today. What do you guys think about the Julio Yurias suspension, and do you think he's ever going to play baseball again? And at least in the MLB.
Okay, so here's my take on suspensions. They are a good way to get a point across. I think Shohei Ohtani should have had some kind of a suspension because of his involvement.
Cat.
Go ahead, do your thing, Cobra.
You mean famous responsible
Your microphone cut you off. Your microphone even said that's enough. So, I think Ohtani should have had a suspension. I think a lot of things warrant a suspension. Just a timeout. Just for the league to make their point of, hey, that was a shit decision. You went against this rule that you knew existed. And we all know that these rules exist. Every last one of us know that these rules exist. So
serve the time, do the crime, do the time.
Exactly.
Famous women respecter Julio Yurias. Yeah, he deserved to be suspended for what he did. Like,
he deserves to be banned.
And then you have the guy who gets blamed for stuff that didn't even do anything. Trevor Bauer and one of his accusers are facing 16 years in prison after being charged with fraud. She faked a pregnancy and demanded money off of Bauer for an abortion.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. But Urias is only getting a suspension through the All-Star game, despite being a famous women respecter and a famous child protector.
Yeah, Trevor Bauer gets blackballed from the league for doing nothing.
I want to add on.
Yeah, I think the consistency is an issue for the MLB.
Well, it's MANFRAUD. When have they ever not been
for any sport? There needs to be a period where, yes, you get suspended if you're found guilty or innocent. That's when they should make their decision.
Yes.
The problem is, Ben, these commissioners, whether it be MANFRAUD, whether it be Roger Goodell, whether it be Gary Bettman or Pat Silver, there's only one thing that matters, and that is money. Fuck ethics, fuck your opinion, and fuck the people. It's all about money.
That's why Roger Goodell does cocaine in his office every night.
The only reason why they make rash decisions is because of cancel culture. If you don't make this immediate decision, then they're afraid.
Yeah.
I will openly admit that cancel culture is a problem.
Very much so.
It always has been a problem because I knew immediately that when this shit was going to happen, it was going to be weaponized to a negative degree.
Oh yeah, I mean,
now,
it's happened.
Granted, there are instances where cancel culture was warranted, but I will also say that it should not be weaponized because I have seen where this shit goes. It is not good.
There's Enzo Amore. He was proved innocent. And then there was Trevor Bauer. And then there was the guy, the kicker
Ronald
from the Bills. Yeah.
It was on the
Matt Araiza. Matt Araiza.
Yeah,
now on the Chiefs.
Yep. And come to find out, he was innocent.
Yeah.
They probably
Marcelo Ozuna.
I mean, really, the issue really is that we have news 24/7. We have whatever type of news we want 24/7.
Yep.
So when someone anywhere hears about an accusation, they're immediately going, "Oh, look, this famous sports player has this accusation."
And I'm going to believe it because I don't like him.
Right.
Oh, I have said this before, and I have said this again. You want to rot your brain? Watch the news.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You want to train and grow your brain? Watch cartoons. Period. I don't care if it's anime.
Yes.
I don't care if it's anime. I don't care if it's regular cartoons on Cartoon Network, rest in peace, or even SpongeBob. You want to grow your brain? Yeah, watch cartoons. Because
imagine your more intelligent than most Americans.
Yes,
or at least
watch cartoons. Either watch cartoons or watch the reincarnated Browns from 1999 and on.
Well, we'll let you do that, Ben.
Oh, I'm good on that.
I mean,
anyway,
to be fair, anywho.
What I was going to add on to the Julio Yurias thing, I just wanted to say he hasn't pitched since May of 2023.
That's a really long time. That is a really long time for a pitcher.
Howard hasn't played the MLB since 2021.
Isn't he in his 30s or something?
Urias is 28.
28? Okay, that's not bad. He can still play, but he might be blackballed out of the league. He might be joining Trevor Bauer's team.
Well, he's probably not going to be. He's definitely not going to be on the momentum crew, considering that domestic abuse and child abuse is definitely on his CV of things he's famous for. I think the main. I hate to say it. I think the main reason why Trevor Bauer is blackballed from the MLB is because Manfraud hates him. Trevor Bauer can come off as a little bit
100%.
Trevor Bauer is very cocky, and they don't like how he's outspoken.
No.
Yeah. So he's about as outspoken as Denny Hamlin is in the NASCAR Cup Series.
Apparently, he's very, very. I don't know. Apparently, he like him in like the clubhouse.
He was also exposing things that Manfraud was hiding. Just for Bauer.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh yeah, like how he swept the responsible gambling of Shohei Ohtani under the rug.
We're looking at you, Manfraud.
Directly at you with laser vision.
Yeah, we are.
Laser eyes.
Son of a bitch.
Not that Manfraud is ever going to hear what we have to say, but someone will.
Oh no, yeah, we're still small time.
Oh,
which,
hey,
by the way, listeners, if you are listening to us, boost.
His poor interpreter is getting what, 30 years?
What?
Yeah, I think it was 30 years to life.
Oh yeah, he's going in there for a long time.
Are you serious?
Imagine
having to be the fall guy for that and being like, yeah, okay, I'll go along with this. And they're like, by the way, you're going to jail for the rest of your life. Murderers, rapists, and pedophiles don't even get that amount of time. Okay?
Dude, you could literally have
Just ask Drake Bell about that.
You can have half an ounce of marijuana in freaking South Carolina and go to jail for the rest of your life.
Wow. It's so ridiculous.
Especially if you're black.
But we're not going to go down that road. We're not too political.
Yeah, we're not going down that road.
Even though we know statistically cops love to do that shit. We know it.
All right.
That's not political. That's not political.
Nope. Anyway, moving on. But before we move on, I do want to say a heartfelt thoughts and prayers and relief to the many people who got affected by the tornadoes and wildfires these last weekends. All of us here.
Especially a friend of the channel, Greg Farmer, hosted a lap down. We hope he comes back we will welcome him back with open arms if he does come back. Greg, we miss you.
Yeah, we miss you, Greg. We hope you're back soon. Now, well, let's see. Tampa Bay. Yeah, Tampa Bay. We got news about them moving to Orlando.
Huh.
They, like I said, their stadium deal in St. Petersburg went through.
Memphis.
And now they're really out of options. So I think, honestly, how do you guys feel about this?
Nashville Rays.
Nah, they're not going to Nashville. They're not going to Nashville.
I don't know if.
Go ahead.
Let Cat speak first. Cat, speak first.
Go ahead, Cat.
I don't know if Nashville could. Nashville is not the city for a baseball team.
Nashville Sound.
Nashville Sound.
They'll get a baseball team. I bet you. $1 million.
They're really
have $1 million, Benjamin.
May not be in our lifetime. We might not be alive.
Cat.
Nashville.
Yeah, I hope you realize 2 of the biggest baseball colleges in the country are in Nashville. You got Vanderbilt.
But that's my point. They've already got those teams to support. They're not going to be like,
they're not professional, Cat.
Yeah, but
they're not professional.
Tennessee loves their sports. Tennessee loves their sports.
Oh yeah,
they
100%.
do. They do,
especially when it's their own team, not some other city's sloppy seconds. I mean, ask the Tennessee Oilers about that. It was until they became the Titans. It was until they became the Titans that the state of Tennessee embraced them.
Eddie George, Steve McNair. Yeah, man.
Enough about football, though.
Right.
This is for baseball.
Flashback.
Now, like I said, I've been watching.
I've
been watching. I follow a YouTuber YouTuber / a broadcaster for NBC Sports Bay Area for the Oakland A's for the last 5 years. Brody Brazil. He's actually been reporting on this the last few weeks, and he broke down the deal that they would either fix Tropicana Field or build a new stadium. Like I said, that went through, and therefore Orlando. I don't remember what the team name is. Orlando's team or minor league team, whatever ordeal, want to buy into the Tampa Bay Rays and move them to Orlando. Now, I know Ben's opinion. What city, if the Rays were to leave Florida, what state and what city needs a team?
Well, if they're going to stay in Florida, I mean, I would say Orlando would be the best landing spot. I mean, where they're at right now, it's just a bunch of retirees and people that just don't care about baseball.
That's just Florida in general. That's just Florida in general.
The stadium is complete trash.
Always has been.
Yeah, like you don't have legit.
It's not great.
You don't have legit baseball games because if the ball hits the catwalk, it's automatic rule double. Like the catwalk has always been a pain in the ass. Just like the Cowboys Stadium where the punter hits the freaking scoreboard. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And it's ugly. It's horrible.
Now,
stadium.
like you could. This is just a theoretical. I just want your opinions. Like, where would you like to see a baseball team? What state? What market needs to have a baseball team? And not.
To be honest, I would say Salt Lake City.
Okay, I can see that. What about you, Cobra?
Well, for me, I would say Charlotte.
That's not a bad one. I mean, yeah, Charlotte's a big market. They have the. Oh, I'm sorry, Panthers fans, but. They have the Panthers, and they have
the
Hornets.
But the Hornets aren't even good.
No, but they are marketable.
Yeah, they're still marketable because of Michael Jordan. But
yeah. But yeah, Charlotte wouldn't be a bad one. Kat, what do you think?
Somewhere out west. California, Washington State.
Cat saying Oakland.
Washington already has a team.
Yeah, it's Seattle.
You got Portland.
I always forget about Seattle. But Washington's a big state. Portland. Portland, Oregon, that would be a good one. Yeah. I was trying to look at a map of cities and it's not loading.
Portland should be good. Seattle. Well, Seattle
you could definitely
should be
ask Kurt Russell if he'd want to bring back the Portland Mavericks.
I mean, the thing is, we've got so many teams over here on like the East Coast.
There's one. Well, there's one area that nobody's mentioned.
Canada.
I know it.
And I don't know. It may or may not be profitable, but
I was thinking,
hear me out.
City.
Hey, Tyler.
Sorry,
be the host and let Ben speak.
Okay.
Why don't we go back to Montreal and bring back the Expos?
Can Montreal have an MLB?
They used to.
Yeah, they used to.
Long time ago.
I mean, like the standards that MLB has now for stadiums. Can Montreal have that kind of a stadium?
That would be the big problem, and logistically, I don't see it happening.
I mean, I don't know what their statistics or whatever it is there. I don't know.
Especially considering that Montreal has basically a hate boner for the MLB at the present time. And MLB would have to be hat in hand to come back to Montreal. And as of right now, MLB is not willing to step up to the plate to even consider the Montreal Expos. And also, I don't think the city of Montreal is even willing to listen to anything that the MLB has to say, much less Rob MANFRAUD.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they went to Mexico or somewhere, because I really feel like they need another. I don't know. I feel like Canada is like the redheaded stepchild. I don't know. It just feels weird that Toronto's the only like Canadian team.
Well,
maybe they could have a Mexican team.
Baseball isn't as popular, as far as up north of Canada as say hockey or even lacrosse.
Yeah,
I will exactly. So again, and unfortunately, giving the keys to a decrepit pumpkin spice Palpatine and pissing off Canada is probably not the best thing to do at this present time, or even Mexico.
Oh God.
So, yeah.
And, all right, let's say my personal opinion for the relocation. I'm surprised none of you even suggested Oklahoma City to Wichita or somewhere like Omaha.
Louisville.
Yeah.
I feel like Oklahoma City would get too hot.
Dome retractable.
They play in Southern California, and Dallas, Texas, and Houston,
Arizona.
But don't they all have domes? Like, can Oklahoma City?
Arizona has it split open 90% of the day because they have natural grass.
See, I don't know.
And they have a swimming pool.
That too.
Yeah, that a lot of people have pissed in.
Sweet.
Oh my God.
That's not by rumor. That is legit. A friend from Newt City's Frank actually said that.
I'm sure that
pool is a bitch to clean.
I'm pretty sure people have had sex.
Gross.
I mean,
Oh my gosh. Ben had to go there.
I'm gonna say this for reasons for what I'm saying. Oklahoma City and Omaha are perfect because, well, one, it gets the Plains, which is honestly surprisingly a big market for baseball, especially with college baseball.
I've been out in Omaha. It's nice out there.
It is.
Yeah.
And plus, having it Midwest, it gives less of travel, especially but the reconfiguration conferences will be a problem. Leagues. But my personal opinion is I think it would profit really well, especially with having the Central Plains market. Besides Kansas City, that's really the only team out there. Get another team to compete for the market. I want to see more competition out in the Midwest, like the Central Plains. That'd be kind of cool.
I think the market needs to definitely grow. I wouldn't be surprised if baseball becomes the first league, if MLB becomes the first league to expand to 36. I wouldn't be surprised. But then again, the NHL is definitely got that expansion boner before Bettman fades away.
Oh, the NHL and the NBA. NBA is about to be expanding here shortly too, because the Seattle Supersonics are about to come back.
Yes.
I'm excited for that.
And I will say this about the NHL: the fact that the Four Nations game definitely proved how to do an All-Star weekend right.
There's a lot of talent in that, just like the NBA and the NHL. There's a lot of talent, and there's not the NHL. There's a lot of there's a lot of teams to spread around. However, the talent base for hockey players is astronomical.
Yes.
That's the issue with the NHL. You don't have enough teams to go around for all the talent. You have talent that are stuck in the amateur leagues. They can't get through because you have other players like Ovechkin or other players that are still around that are still playing at a high level that are old and they can still play. The problem with the NBA, their rosters are really small. However, they also don't have a huge talent list. They don't have a huge talent bucket list like the NHL does. So that's the problem. Same thing with the NFL. Baseball, they don't really suffer from that. They don't have a huge I don't know, I mean they have talent, but it takes a different breed of talent to play in the MLB. So
yes.
If you continue to expand, are you making it weaker, or are you giving more chances to other people to play? Or I don't know. Like the more you expand in baseball, I don't think it's going to. It's just like basketball. I don't think it's going to
well, here's the thing: expansion is going to happen whether we like it or not, because there's just so much talent, and it keeps improving every year, man. So
it does.
Eventually, it's going to bust at the seams, and the MLB is going to have no choice. I mean, I think they're the only league right now that's at 30 teams right now.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think you're right.
Does the NBA have 32 teams?
Yes.
No.
NBA, they have 32. Yes.
Well, and see, here's the other thing about baseball. We're going to other countries.
No. NBA has 30 teams.
NBA goes to other countries, so does the NHL. NFL is the only one that doesn't.
Yeah. NBA and baseball both have 30 teams.
But the difference with baseball, you don't need. Sorry, this cough will not go away. With baseball, you don't really need a whole lot. There are kids with literal sticks and rocks playing baseball in a field, and you don't even need a big space to play baseball. So I feel like there are so many more people who play baseball because it's a more available sport.
There are tons of people that play baseball.
Yeah, guys, I'll be right back. 1 second.
You have all the people in Japan. You have people in Mexico. You have people in Cuba, Puerto Rico. I mean, you have talent.
Cuba.
There's talent everywhere. The problem is getting them to come over to the countries as well. Like they have to go through customs. They have to go through this, and there's also contracts that are specialized in certain countries where they're tied down. Where the leader of the country, that's a star. Like that's legit shit. Like that happens. Like they get tied into the country because the leader of the country is like, they make the money for us, and then they're tied into this weird, strange contract. That's why these Dominican people, the players, they fake their ages and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, who was it? Was it Albert Pujols, who wasn't really his age that he said he was, or was it somebody else? It was somebody. No, or it was somebody. It was more recent though. It was like mid 2000s. Or
what are we talking about?
I don't remember that happening recently.
I remember somebody they came out where the guy's age wasn't what he said it was, and that he was actually a little older than what he came in as. It was a Dominican Republic.
You're talking about in that little league World Series scandal. That's what you're talking about.
No. It wasn't major leagues. There, it was a major league player.
Oh, it's Albert Pujols.
Yeah, that's who I thought it was. All right.
Was it?
Yep.
That's who I thought it was. All right, I got it right. Yeah, because he was older than what it said he was, and then I think even they were also questioning Miguel Cabrera. Oh, Miguel Tejada. It was Miguel Tejada. Wasn't his age a little different than? Yeah, it was his age. He was a little older than what he said he was.
See, I don't remember any of that stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. These players, man, they get tied down in special contracts where in these other foreign countries. It makes it harder for them to come over. That and the passport stuff and all that stuff, it makes them difficult. That's
Work
why
visa.
that's why they're stuck over there for a while and they're playing. That's why some of these Japanese players are like mid 30s already, and they're now finally coming over here because they're stuck over there for a while.
Yeah.
That and there's actually a rule for that in a way. There's a written rule for the Nippon Baseball League about Gaijin players too. The foreign born players. They actually have to have like a minimum of 2 or 3 on the roster.
And even the leadership of the countries, man, they hold them back too. They want them to stay. They don't want them to leave.
Well, yeah, because again,
they make the money for them and shit.
Yeah, I mean the NBL is very good as far as like marketability. It's baseball is bigger. In Japan, baseball is like the NFL. That's how big it is as far as
it's huge.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really big. Baseball's really big in Japan.
Yep.
Yeah, it's huge.
That's why.
Maybe MLB.
Do something.
Maybe MLB expands to Japan.
I don't think that's going to happen.
It's a lot of traveling.
No, not just that. Not just that. It's also the rules of the Nippon Baseball League and the MLB are different. I mean, the dimensions of a Nippon Baseball League diamond is different as well. Considering that fan interaction is essential in that league. Like it's not just a side attraction. No, it's essential.
Yeah.
So that's why it's also because the MLB is so stuck in how it's regimented itself. Like, I will say I'd rather go to a minor league baseball game instead of a major league baseball game majority of the time.
Yeah.
Just because of fan interaction.
Right.
Most professional sports suck at fan interactions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think that's also from like a security standpoint because these major the big league players, I don't care what sport it is, the big league players, you've got stalkers, you've got fanatic kind of fans, you've got people who, are really literally crazy.
Are really messed in the head, yes.
Yes. Who really think that, oh, that's my best friend, I have to go say hi to them. Or if only they would meet me, they would fall in love with me and we could go have babies.
Yeah, there's creepy people like that.
Or in rare instances, you get this one fan that you encounter who ends up, just straight up, he smells weird. He, weirdly, he's dressed in black and gold, and he keeps saying, "Still a good Super Bowl." And we go,
Yinzer, go grab your beer and go back to your cage.
It's not my turn to watch him.
It was your turn, Ben. You let us down.
Hey, I wonder if he's excited about Aaron Rodgers joining the Steelers.
Aaron Rodgers is on his way. That's all I can say.
That motherfucker, Mike Tomlin, better be fired next year. Because here's something I gotta tell y'all, motherfuckers.
Hey,
right
Yinzer, that's the one thing we agree on.
Shut up, Ratbird.
I'm agreeing with you.
Holy shit, Ratbird's agreeing with me? Fuck. Anywho, Aaron Rodgers should have been a Viking because it's prophecy. Lord Beaufort doesn't approve.
Oh, what a shame.
Lord Beaufort doesn't approve because prophecy should have been.
Anyway, we're getting a little off topic. Let's go back to baseball.
Bless you.
Holy crap.
Yinzer, I thought you weren't even a fan of baseball.
Pirates gone to Super Bowl. Pirates gone to Super
Bowl. Wrong championship.
Anyway,
shut up, man. Pirates gone to Super Bowl.
And this brings us into our last segment for tonight. Well, favorite parts of spring training and what we're looking forward to for the season. Kat, you're first. Ben second. Cobra, then me. All right. What were your thoughts, Kat, on spring training?
Honestly, my favorite thing about spring training is just seeing how they kind of settle in. Like we know there are so many guys who are at spring training who we're not going to see again ever. But there are a lot of guys that we're going to see all season. And I like seeing, I don't know, it's like an informal interview, but for the whole team.
Like,
so I just
like we would put it like summer, like spring tryouts for baseball in high school.
Yeah, basically. But you get to see all the guys kind of hang out and get loose and really start to settle into the season, and I'm really excited to see what the Orioles do this year.
I want to see how Jackson Holliday is.
I'm excited about him.
I'm very excited about him.
Apparently, he's pretty jacked.
Yeah, he is.
That's what I've heard.
All right. I guess it's my turn now, right?
Yeah.
So, going back to what Kat just said about how, some of these players will probably never see again. Some will probably still be stuck in A-ball. Some will probably be, on their way up, but on the outside looking in because the team of their choice still has their star player in that position. And they don't have the skill set to move. Sometimes you get plumbers and Make-A-Wish kids. Sometimes you get Will Ferrell making an appearance. That's the greatness of spring training. It is the MLB's preseason. It is a chance for just teams to go random and nuts, because you have a month, get loose, get warmed up, just have a little fun with it because the games don't really matter. It is an audition. After all, I mean, we've seen it happen many times. Just remember, the red tag in the locker. If you see it, yeah, you're being sent down. Remember that scene from Major League. But as far as and as far as this season is concerned, I am just hoping that we see a lot more variance in the home run race. Like we see a lot more. Like it'll have it a lot closer than it should be. I think I think we're going to see a lot of power and a lot of pop in that bat.
I agree.
So, I didn't watch spring training. I didn't pay attention. But I did hear that the Orioles sent Kobe Mayo back down again, and he didn't seem too happy about that. I feel like he's stuck in limbo, and he's probably trade bait. Now the Orioles, they did sign Gibson on a 1-year deal today. Not long ago. That was actually about an hour ago at least. And the Brewers traded Kana to the Royals.
Oh.
Nice.
So a little bit of news there, and I'm looking forward to hopefully maybe the Orioles doing good, but I'm not. I'm skeptical with starting pitching. Gonzalez is already showing that he's already getting hurt already. It's not much of a promise, man. Like I don't know what's up our pitchers, but I'm getting kind of a little frustrated with our pitching staff and how they get injured so easily. Like something has to give here, or something cause these injuries. It's ridiculous. Like the Orioles have had a horrible history of pitchers getting injured.
Yeah, we really need some better pitching coaches, I think.
Something is going on. Like
Our guys get really stagnant.
Yeah, like I don't know what it is, but they really.
Maybe we're the only team in the MLB who doesn't cheat.
Oh, everybody's cheated. You really can't get out of
Have you seen our pitching history? Like, have you seen it?
I'm probably gonna have to send Kat the list of every MLB team's most cheatingest moment. Yeah, every.
That would be awesome.
Elmore,
Oh,
Palmero, Brady Anderson.
That
Mike
was in
Messina.
the 90s. Like, come on, in the 90s it was everybody. Like literally it was everybody. I would not even leave Cal Ripken off that list, okay?
But no, the Orioles have had a really bad history of pitchers getting injured. I mean, look at Sidney Ponzone. You can go far back as that guy. Like it's a long list.
Well, I really think Jim Palmer should have become a pitching coach, but I think he liked commentating too much.
I don't think he wants to interact with the players. He's too much of a me. I think he's too much of a me guy. I don't think he really gives two shits. I think he's just all about himself, honestly. He seems like a dick.
He's not. I haven't gotten to meet him yet, but I know people who, I don't want to say know him, but
or it could be the reverse. It possibly sounds like he just doesn't know how to teach or coach it, if that makes sense. Like like the talent is too natural for it. It's like breathing.
Yeah.
I can't teach someone how I breathe.
Cal Ripken,
that type of thing.
Cal Ripken said in an interview at one point that it took him so long to come back to the Orioles organization because he needed to learn how the business side of things worked first. So maybe Palmer just never decided to see what the teaching side of things looked like.
I don't think he ever was interested.
Yeah.
There's some players just don't want to do it, and some players just disappear completely, and you don't ever hear from them ever again.
Yeah.
Like where's Tom Glavine? Has anybody heard from him?
Yeah, I haven't heard from him in ages.
like he was one of the really good Braves pitchers, and he just he's nowhere.
He bought a farm.
Yeah, he bought a farm and just chilled. That's it.
He bought the farm, man.
Yep. See, that's what I'm saying.
Some players are just happy with their retired life.
Look at John Smoltz. He does announcing. He doesn't care about teaching at all.
Some players are built for, for other aspects of baseball. I mean, sometimes the greatest players in the world can't coach worth a dick.
No, absolutely. Because it's just, there are certain things that you have to know. Yeah, there are certain things you have to know how to help a player through certain things. And if you never struggled as you were learning, like it all just kept flowing, you can't help somebody through a mental block or a hitting slump, or my breaking ball isn't breaking anymore. Like, sorry about your luck, man.
Yeah.
The most exciting thing that happened this spring is Garrett Cole being on the IL.
Oh my gosh,
That's the best thing. That's the best thing that's happened during spring training for you.
You Yankees.
Now, I like the young Tylors and the young prospects we got. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Max Fried and all that. And I'm actually kind of excited to see how the season goes, because they did pretty good without Garrett Cole in the beginning of the season.
Right.
Did you see Paul Skeen's rookie card? The kid sold it for $1.1 million.
$1.1 million.
Kid's making more money than Paul Skeens is in the whole entire baseball season.
Yeah, well, it sounds about right. Anyhow,
I love the MLB salary anyway. But I'm looking forward to see if we can actually top the Dodgers and somebody actually can beat them.
Okay.
Well, surely ain't gonna be the Yankees.
Anywho,
might be another team from New York. Might be the Mets.
Oh my God.
I think that's all we got time for tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you for our sponsors tonight, Fanatics.
Yes, Fanatics. Opening day is upon us. It's getting closer and closer by the day. So, you know what? The Dodgers definitely want to rub in their World Series victory, especially with their hero, famous responsible gambler Shohei Ohtani, and decided, hey, we got jerseys in gold right for you. Yeah, with their gold to celebrate their World Series victory. But if you don't want to relish in the bullshit that is Dodgers baseball, the Trastros have a brand new City Connect jersey for you. But if you don't even want that and you want a different league, well, the Fanatics, of course, has the NHL, NFL, NCAA, NBA, NASCAR, and WWE. So grab yourself some merch and support those leagues, especially WWE for WrestleMania week.
Woo!
Yeah.
But when you do go to Fanatics, why don't you use our affiliate link in the bio wherever you get your podcasts? Show the channel some love. Fanatics.
Yeah.
And that's it. Play ball.
Play ball indeed.